Welcome to Manna at the Tap, a podcast of Tapestry Ministries. Each episode reflects on a daily Bible reading from the Revised Common Lectionary. I'm Gloria, a fellow traveler on a spiritual journey with the Tapestry community, and we refer to the daily Bible reading as our spiritual manna. It nourishes our souls, fostering spiritual growth as we share insights and interpretations that enrich our spiritual lives. Today is Friday, May the 8th, 2026, in the fifth week of Easter. The lectionary reading is Psalm 66, verses 8 to 20. It's a hymn of thanksgiving sung by a community choir and a soloist, celebrating the Creator God's goodness. The hymn calls everyone to come and witness what God has accomplished, encouraging them to also make a joyful noise to Him. The choir rejoiced in God's blessings to His people, including God's deliverance of His people from slavery in Egypt and God's continued presence throughout their wilderness journeys. The choir praised God for preserving their lives and steadying their feet, reaffirming His ongoing faithfulness as they reflected on the hardships that they had faced. At times, the challenges that we face seem like punishment, as if God has burdened us. However, God is present with us in our darkest moments, guiding us into an abundant and open space. The soloists will now move forward from the community choir, singing that they have entered God's house with an offering and to fulfill vows made during their time of distress. The soloist will then pause for a Selah. A Selah is a sacred moment of silent reflection. The soloist will call all who fear God to come and hear their testimony about what God has done for them. They cried out loudly in praise to God. They were free of malice in their hearts, knowing that the Lord would not listen to their prayer if they harbored ill will. Yes, God listened to and responded to the soloist's prayer. God did not reject their plea or turn His unwavering love away from them. Psalm 66, performed by the community choir and the soloist, calls all of us to praise God for His eternal love as He keeps renewing life for those whom He saves.